Dan Snyder, your team has been a household name since the 1950s. Whenever I visit my grandmother's house, the Hail to the Redskins fight song permeates the air. I hear my grandfather marveling at your victories, how you won 3 Super Bowls, and how there were seasons when your team went almost entirely undefeated. On my grandfather's desk, there is a picture of me when I was just 4 years old. I'm sitting on his lap, and the colors red, yellow, and white are smeared across my cheeks. I've been a fan of yours since 2003. But here's the problem. I am a lifelong fan of your team, not your name. In your letter, you claim that the Redskins title is a badge of honor and a symbol for those values that guide Native Americans: strength, courage, pride, and respect. I do not doubt your good intentions. I mean, even Ives Goddard, a renowned linguistic expert, argues that the Redskins term was an appropriate label during the 1900s when your team was first formed. But times have changed, and we must respect 21st century norms. In our modern age, the Redskins name carries unutterable denotations and connotations that are almost tangible to the touch. The Merriam-Webster, American Heritage Dictionary, Collins English Dictionary, and the Oxford Dictionary all define the term Redskin as disparaging and offensive. And even media outlets such as the Washington Post will avoid using this term unless absolutely necessary. But if we dig even deeper into the issue, the Redskins name carries connotations that are dehumanizing to a large degree. Your opponent, Amanda Blackhorse, argues that the Redskins name associates itself with a history of suffering. And she's right. The Redskins name dates back to the Massachusetts Bay Colony, during which King George and his subjects would seize any and all opportunities to slash the scalps of Native Americans. They would then take these scalps and sell them for the low prices of 25 pounds and 50 pounds. The king's brutal treatment, coupled with the price of 50 and 25 pounds for each Native American scalp, or redskin, brought the dignity of the group to a new low. And this pejorative term continues to carry the same negative undertones, as survey results revealed that 67% of Native Americans find this term offensive. Because it reminds them of their inferiority. Snyder, I hope you realize that times have changed. No decent person would ever call an African American the N-word, even though the term was appropriate back in the 1800s. No decent person would ever take part in blackface minstrel entertainment. So why do you insist on keeping the Redskins name, even when we are at the precipice of equality? But the problem does not end there. Your Redskins name promotes negative Native American stereotypes, which have paved the way for the self-fulfilling prophecy. In 2013, the superintendent of the Loletta Elementary School in California alluded to your team name by twisting the ears of a Native student and shrieking, "See how red it's getting?" In that same year, Victoria Goki-Rindle from the Bayfield High School spoke passionately about her culture, arguing that Native Americans are made to feel inferior through stereotypes and have to almost check their Indianness at the door. All this is happening because of the self-fulfilling prophecy theory. Psychology professors, including Joseph Stone from Stanford University, conducted a study on the effects of team mascots on Native Americans, and the results revealed that team mascots influence the potential which Native Americans foresaw for themselves in the future. This is where the self-fulfilling prophecy rears its ugly head. Students expect Native behavior to remain consistent with the connotations of the Redskins name. So Native Americans have therefore foregone their dignity and resigned themselves to the role of an inferior. This horrific reality has manifested itself in Native Americans' low academic achievement. In the year 2000, American Indians had a 42.6% high school graduation rate compared to an 82.8% for Caucasian students. Moreover, less than 50% of Native students graduate from high school each year, and over the past 10 years, Native students have been the only population to have displayed almost no signs of improvement in reading. This is simply outrageous. The psychological consequences of the self-fulfilling prophecy has annihilated almost all chances for success in the Native American community. And if we look at this in terms of football, we could say that you have fumbled across a field of ethnic stereotyping. Instead of neglecting the inescapable truth by speculating that your name highlights only the positive qualities of Native Americans, you need to accept that you cannot erase the historical stain of the Redskins' name. Dan Snyder, our generation stands at the precipice of equality. So why do you keep insisting on preserving a name that is disparaging towards an entire ethnic group? Snyder, you have the ball. If you changed the name of your team, you could score the most memorable touchdown in football history. It's the 21st century. It's about time.